The first thing you hear is the slam of a gavel, sharp, cold, final. And then a voice, dripping with certainty, says, "People like you should know your place." That's the hook, because what happens next is something no one in that courtroom saw coming. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to see what happens next. The story begins on a storm-gray morning as Jordan Ellis steps into the county courthouse. At 28, brilliant, calm, and composed, Jordan carries a folder worn at the edges from years of fighting to be heard. But the moment he approaches the defense table, 3 white attorneys snicker under their breath. "Are you lost, kid?" one asks, leaning back like he owns the air in the room. "No interns allowed at counsel's table," another adds, waving Jordan away without looking. Jordan says nothing. He simply places his folder down. The judge barely glances up. Everyone has already decided exactly who they think he is. A nobody, a joke, someone they can dismiss before the real work begins. When the opposing attorney whispers loudly, "Affirmative action at its finest," the gallery chuckles. That's when Jordan feels it, the familiar, heavy heat of a world determined to shrink him. The weight of generations being underestimated, brushed aside, silenced. But today he didn't come to bow. The turning point hits like a lightning strike. The doors open, and the courtroom reporter rushes in with a stack of documents. "Your Honor," she says breathlessly, "the Supreme Court filing is here. Lead counsel must sign immediately." The judge nods toward the senior white attorney. "Bring it here." But the reporter shakes her head. "No, Your Honor. It must be signed by the lead attorney of record." She turns, slowly, deliberately, to Jordan. The room freezes. Jordan steps forward, opens his folder, and reveals the truth. He is Jordan Ellis, Harvard-educated civil rights attorney, nationally recognized advocate, and the legal mind responsible for the case the entire courtroom has been whispering about for months. Every smirk dies. Every arrogant grin collapses. The attorneys who dismissed him now sink into their chairs, red-faced and silent. Jordan signs with steady hands. Then he speaks, voice strong enough to reshape the room. "Dignity is not granted by your approval. Justice is not limited by your assumptions. And respect is not optional." The silence that follows is heavy. But this time, it's the weight of truth settling where it always belonged. Jordan wins the case, decisively. And as he walks out, he leaves behind a lesson carved into the walls. Never judge a person's worth by the color of their skin, their clothing, or your own prejudice. Strength may walk quietly, but it will always speak loudly when it's time for justice. Don't forget to subscribe. Your support is what will help us reach our first 1,000 subscribers.